As a chief engineer, ensuring the safe operation of the engine room crane is extremely important. Improper crane operation can lead to serious accidents, equipment damage, and injuries. Before using any crane on board, several inspections must be carried out as per IMO guidelines and safety practices. In this video, we will go through the complete checklist that a chief engineer must verify before crane operations.
First, we must ensure that all lifting gears, such as chain blocks and sling wires, are tested by an approved person. According to MSC 1 Circular 1663, lifting appliances on board ships must undergo periodic load testing, proof testing, and thorough examination. These inspections are normally carried out by a recognized classification society approved by the administration. Every lifting gear must also have a permanent identification number so that its testing history can be traced.
Next, we must check all markings on the crane. The Safe Working Load, or SWL, must be clearly displayed. The manufacturer's plate should also be present on the crane. Additionally, the maximum safe working load and the date of last testing must be visible. These markings ensure that operators know the crane's capacity and certification status before lifting any load. The lifting points on the load must also be inspected carefully. Check the welded eyepieces or lifting lugs for cracks, deformation, or any visible defect. Each lifting attachment must have proper identification markings. Also, ensure that the entire load, including loose components and lifting attachments, is properly secured before lifting. All crane components must be visually inspected. Important areas include the control panel, resistance box, hoisting mechanism, cross-travel mechanism, and long travel mechanism. The hook block assembly and top block assembly must also be inspected. Rail tracks should be clear, and brakes must be functioning correctly. Dust and debris should be removed using compressed air if necessary. The gearbox of the crane must be properly lubricated. Check the oil level and remove any scale deposits above the oil surface. If required, the oil should be topped up to the correct level to ensure smooth operation and prevent mechanical damage.
The pulleys or sheaves should rotate freely when checked manually. The wire rope must be cleaned to remove dust and debris. After cleaning, lubrication, such as cadmium compound, should be applied along the entire length. Also inspect the rope for rust, bird caging, pitting, or excessive wear.
The crane electrical system must also be inspected. Check the busbar and current collector for damage or misalignment. Inspect all power and control cables for physical damage. Loose terminals should be tightened, and the control panel earthing must be intact and free from rust.
The crane remote control must be checked to ensure it is dust-free and protected from water entry. All push buttons should return to their original position after pressing. The batteries should be fully charged. Limit switches must be checked for physical damage and proper operation.
After visual inspection, an operational test must be carried out without load. Check the main hoisting motion, up and down, cross travel, left and right, and long travel, forward and reverse. Listen for abnormal sounds, verify brake function, and ensure limit switches operate correctly. Finally, the motor current should be checked. Compare the observed no-load current with the specified current on the motor nameplate. Record the values for all motions to ensure the motors are operating within safe limits. Before approving the crane for operation, ensure that the hook rotates freely, pulleys are smooth, and the wire ropes are free from rust or damage.
A properly inspected crane ensures safe lifting operations and prevents accidents on board ships.